Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always ready to go deep.
Okay, great. Because this time, we're looking at all the cool stuff Google's been doing with AI just this past month. And let me tell you, they have been busy.
You're not kidding. It's amazing to see how much progress they've made in just a month.
So for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, our source material today is a roundup of all the AI news Google dropped in October.
Yeah, it covers everything from Google Maps to some pretty mind-blowing stuff in healthcare.
All right, so let's start with Google Maps. I mean, who doesn't use Google Maps, right?
Right. It's pretty much essential these days.
Well, get ready for this. Imagine you could ask Maps to plan your entire weekend getaway. And I mean, really plan it, down to the last detail. Like, find me some unusual places to visit with amazing local food, under $100 a night, and within driving distance of, let's say, Yosemite National Park. This is the kind of crazy detailed request Google's new AI, Gemini, can now handle in Maps.
It's pretty wild. And the best part is, Gemini doesn't just find places, it digs deeper. Like, if you need a quick answer about whether that new restaurant downtown is actually vegan-friendly, Gemini will go through reviews, menus, even random mentions online to find you a precise answer.
No more guesswork. I love it. It's like having a personal travel agent, except way smarter and way faster.
Exactly. And don't forget, all this happens in real time. So as traffic changes or businesses update their hours, your map updates too.
So you're always getting the most up-to-date information. That's incredible. And wait, there's more? What if you're driving and you suddenly get a craving for, I don't know, the perfect iced latte? You can actually ask Maps to find the highest-rated coffee shop on your route, taking into account wait times, parking, even whether they have boot milk.
Yeah, no more settling for second best just because you're on the go.
Okay, so that's Google Maps getting a massive AI upgrade. But hold on, because Google's making AI even more accessible for everyday users with something called Notebook LM. I think Steven Johnson, the author, has been using it. You know him, right?
Yeah, he's great at explaining complex topics in a way that actually makes sense.
Exactly. So picture this. You've got a ton of articles, research papers, maybe even some YouTube videos, all on this new tech you need to understand for work.
We've been there.
Instead of spending hours trying to read and digest it all, you just feed it to Notebook LM, and it spits out a summary of the key insights, connections, and potential applications, all nicely organized.
It's like having a speed reading expert with a photographic memory summarize everything for you.
Right. And the cool thing is, Notebook LM can handle all kinds of content. Text, videos, even audio. So whether you're trying to learn something new for work or just satisfying your inner nerd, Notebook LM is like having a personal tutor who can explain even the most complicated stuff.
It's like it unlocks all this knowledge that would normally take forever to process.
Okay, so we've got Google Maps making our lives easier and Notebook LM making us smarter. But what about shopping? Online shopping can be, well, a bit of a nightmare sometimes.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Endless scrolling, confusing reviews, and you never know if you're actually getting a good deal.
Right. But Google Shopping just got an AI upgrade, especially for those in the US, and it's all about taking the stress out of shopping.
It's true. Say you're looking for a new laptop, for example. Google's AI will now create a personalized brief for each product, highlighting the key specs, features, and even potential downsides based on your needs.
It's like having a tech-savvy friend whisper in your ear, "This one's a steal."
Yeah.
Or, "Avoid that one, the battery life is terrible."
Exactly. And it goes even further than that. The AI might suggest a different brand that's known for its durability if you travel a lot, or a more budget-friendly model if you're trying to save money.
Wow, so it really does personalize the shopping experience.
Absolutely. And the Google Shopping homepage itself has gotten a makeover too. Now you've got this feed of product recommendations based on your interests and past purchases, as well as personalized deals.
No more endless scrolling. It's like Google knows what you want before you even know it yourself.
It's getting pretty good at that, that's for sure.
All right, so we've talked Maps, Notebook LM, and shopping. But now let's talk about the big one, Google Search. I mean, it's how we find everything, right?
Yeah, it's become such an integral part of our lives.
Well, hold on to your hats, because AI is changing the way we search, too. We're already using our voices, our cameras, even humming a tune to find stuff.
I know. It's amazing how far we've come from just typing in keywords.
Right. You used to only be able to search with text. But now you can point your phone's camera at a building and ask, "What's the history of this place?" Or take a picture of a dish at a restaurant and ask, where can I find the recipe?
And don't forget Circle to Search, where you can actually draw a circle around something in a video, like a flower, and Google will identify it for you.
It's incredible. And speaking of video, AI is making it possible to search with video in a whole new way. Imagine you're at a concert, recording a video of your favorite band, and you ask Google, what song is this? The AI analyzes the video, filters out the crowd noise, and identifies the song in seconds.
It's mind-blowing. Like, even if the band's playing a live version that's slightly different from the studio recording, Google can still figure it out.
Or let's say you're walking down the street and you see someone wearing an awesome jacket. You can quickly take a video of them, and Google will use that to find similar jackets online, even considering the color, style, and brand.
It's like having a personal stylist and music expert all rolled into one.
It's incredible, right?
I know.
Okay, so AI is supercharging Google Maps, shopping, and search. But what about the devices we use every day? Well, buckle up because all new Chromebooks are now coming with built-in AI features, including the Gemini app we talked about earlier.
Yeah, it's like having a secret weapon for productivity and creativity right there on your laptop.
And if you go for a Chromebook Plus, you get even more advanced AI tools. Like, imagine speaking English and having your words instantly translated into Spanish, French, or any other language right on your screen.
That's live translate in action, and it's seriously impressive.
It's like something out of a sci-fi movie. And what about when you're struggling to write something? Chromebook Plus has this Help Me Write feature that's like a super smart writing assistant. It can help you draft emails, write reports, even come up with creative content.
No more writer's block.
And there's a cool thing called Welcome Recap, which remembers everything you're working on. So when you log back in, it shows you all your open documents, websites, even videos, so you can pick up right where you left off.
It's like it knows your brain better than you do.
And to top it all off, there are two brand new Chromebook models. The Samsung Galaxy Chromebook Plus and Lenovo's latest Chromebook Duet 11.
Yeah, the Samsung is super thin and light with a special quick insert key for instant access to all those AI features.
And the Lenovo is a real transformer, switching from tablet to laptop mode in seconds.
It's clear Google's serious about making AI accessible for everyone, both in their software and their hardware.
Absolutely. They're building a whole ecosystem of AI-powered devices and tools. But Google's vision for AI goes beyond just making our lives easier. They're also using it to tackle some of the world's biggest challenges.
That's right. And that's what we're going to dive into next. Stay tuned as we explore how Google's using AI for good.
All right, so we're back. And in part one, we saw how Google is pretty much putting AI into everything these days.
From finding a coffee shop to writing an email, AI is everywhere.
But now we're going to look at how Google is using AI to tackle some really big global issues.
Right. AI for good, as they call it.
Yeah, but when I hear Google and climate change, I kind of picture, using Google Flights to find the most eco-friendly airline or something. What are they actually doing that's so groundbreaking?
Think way bigger. Like, imagine Google Earth, but on steroids. They've got this thing called Google Earth Engine, and it's basically giving scientists access to a massive amount of satellite imagery and data about the planet.
Wow, so we're talking decades worth of images and data all in one place.
Exactly. And here's where the AI comes in. Imagine trying to manually analyze millions of satellite images to track things like deforestation or the melting of glaciers. It would be impossible. But AI can do it in a fraction of the time.
So the AI is looking for patterns and changes that we might miss.
Right. It can detect subtle shifts in vegetation, changes in water levels, even the movements of wildlife populations. This data is crucial for understanding the impacts of climate change and figuring out how to protect the planet.
It's like giving scientists a superpower to see the Earth in a whole new way. But what about the rest of us who aren't scientists? Can AI help us make more sustainable choices in our daily lives?
Absolutely. Google Maps, for example, now factors in fuel efficiency when calculating routes. So you might not get the shortest route, but you'll get the one that uses the least gas, which helps reduce your carbon footprint.
You're saving the planet without even realizing it.
Ah.
I love it. Are there other ways AI is helping with sustainability?
Definitely. Google's partnering with cities to use AI for things like optimizing traffic flow. So AI analyzes traffic patterns in real time and adjusts traffic signals to reduce congestion. Less congestion means less idling, which means lower emissions and cleaner air.
So it's about making our cities smarter and greener. Okay, so we've talked about AI and climate change, but what about healthcare? I know Google's doing some really interesting things there.
Absolutely. One area where AI is making a huge difference is in medical imaging. Imagine an AI system that can look at a mammogram and detect breast cancer with even greater accuracy than a human radiologist.
Yeah, I've read about that. Early detection is so important with cancer, so that's a potential lifesaver. What other ways is Google using AI in healthcare?
Well, think about drug discovery. It's a long and complicated process, but AI is speeding things up. Remember AlphaFold, that AI system that won the Nobel Prize in chemistry?
The one that can predict the 3D structure of proteins. Is that related to drug discovery?
It's huge. Knowing the structure of proteins is crucial for designing drugs that can target specific diseases. But traditionally, it's been a really slow and expensive process. Now, with AlphaFold, scientists can predict protein structures with incredible accuracy, which is a game changer for developing new treatments for all sorts of diseases.
Wow, so AI is literally helping to create life-saving medicines. But with all this talk about AI's potential, are there any downsides we should be thinking about?
That's a great question. AI is a powerful tool, and like any powerful tool, it can be misused. We need to make sure we're developing and using AI responsibly.
Like, what about AI bias? I've heard concerns about that.
It's a valid concern. AI systems are only as good as the data they're trained on. If the data is biased, the AI will be biased too. So it's really important to use diverse data sets and carefully test AI systems for bias before they're used in the real world.
So it's about making sure the AI is fair and doesn't discriminate. And what about jobs? A lot of people are worried about AI taking over their jobs.
That's understandable. And it's true that AI will automate some jobs, but it'll also create new ones. The key is to be prepared by constantly learning and developing new skills that work well with AI.
So it's not about being afraid of AI, but learning how to work with it.
Exactly. AI should be seen as a tool that can make us better at what we do and help us solve problems that we couldn't solve before. And it's really important that the benefits of AI are shared with everyone, not just a select few.
That's a really good point. It's about creating a future where everyone benefits from these advances.
Right. That's what AI for good is all about. Using AI to solve problems, make lives better, and create a more sustainable and just world for everyone.
Well said. So we've covered a lot in this segment, from climate change and healthcare to the ethical considerations of using AI.
Yeah, we've only just scratched the surface, though.
True. So now, get ready for the grand finale as we put on our futuristic goggles and try to predict what the future holds for AI.
Coming up next.
Okay, we're back. And get this, we're time traveling. Sort of. We're going to try to picture what the future holds for AI.
Yeah, always fun to speculate about the future.
Right. But with AI, it's tricky. Things are moving so fast that today's wild idea could be tomorrow's reality.
Totally. Like, who could have predicted we'd be searching the web with our cameras just a few years ago?
Exactly. So, no guarantees. But where do you see AI making the biggest splash in the coming years? What gets you pumped?
One area I'm really excited about is personalized learning. Like, imagine every student having an AI tutor that's totally customized to their learning style, pace, and interests.
Whoa, hold on. So you're saying no more one-size-fits-all classrooms?
Yeah, that's the idea. The AI tutor could track your progress, figure out where you need extra help, and even suggest stuff that'll actually keep you engaged. It could totally revolutionize education.
No more falling asleep in history class. Sign me up. But hey, it's not just students, right? What about the way we work?
Definitely. AI could free us from all those tedious tasks we hate. You know, like scheduling meetings or sifting through mountains of data.
So basically, AI handles the boring stuff, and we get to focus on the fun, creative stuff.
Right. And the cool thing is, AI can analyze all that data and actually help us make smarter decisions.
So we're talking increased productivity, more innovation.
Exactly. But I know some people are worried about AI taking over jobs. It's a valid concern.
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
I think it's more about adapting to change than fearing AI. We need to be constantly learning and developing new skills that work alongside AI, not against it.
So it's like instead of competing with AI, we learn to collaborate with it.
That's it. We need to see AI as a tool that can make us better, not a threat that's going to replace us.
Makes sense. So education and work are two huge areas where AI is going to have a major impact. What else is on your AI radar?
I'm also really fascinated by the potential of AI in scientific discovery. We've already seen some crazy breakthroughs with AlphaFold, but imagine what AI could do in fields like, astronomy, physics, materials science.
Like it's almost like giving scientists a whole new set of senses, right?
Yeah, exactly. AI can process massive amounts of data, find patterns that humans would never see, and even run simulations to test out ideas.
So instead of years of research, maybe it takes months or even weeks to make a breakthrough.
That's the hope. Imagine AI helping us develop clean energy sources, create new medicines, or even unravel the mysteries of the universe.
It's mind-blowing. But, and this is a big but, with all this power comes a lot of responsibility then.
Absolutely. As AI gets more powerful, we got to be super careful about the risks. Things like bias, privacy issues, making sure it's not misused.
So we need some ground rules, basically.
Yeah, ethical guidelines, regulations, all that stuff. It's crucial to make sure AI is used for good and that everyone benefits.
So it's not just about the technology, but about how we use it. We have to be intentional about the kind of future we're creating with AI.
Exactly. The future isn't set in stone. We're all building it together.
Whoa, that's deep. So what can we do as individuals to prepare for this AI-powered future?
Stay curious, stay informed, stay engaged. Learn about AI, explore how it's being used in your field, and think about how you can use it to your advantage. And most importantly, talk about it. Discuss the ethics, the potential benefits, the risks. Make your voice heard.
It's a call to action, people. We can't just sit back and let things happen. We got to be active participants in shaping the future of AI.
That's right. This isn't something that's happening to us, it's something we're creating together.
Wow, powerful stuff. It's been an